Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. I expected the season 2 lead of The Golden Bachelor to come from a more varied background, but I believe Mel Owens' pick is problematic. The first season of The Golden Bachelor saw lead Jerry Turner, a 72-year-old retired restaurateur from the Midwest, seeking love among 22 eligible golden women. Jerry told Teresa Nist and Leslie Fema that he loved them, but he surprised Leslie by picking Teresa. Jerry and Teresa got married in January 2024. However, Jerry and Teresa separated after only 3 months of marriage. I know the Golden franchise found redemption when Joan Vassos from Jerry's season was cast as the star in The Golden Bachelorette's pilot season. Joan was likable, approachable, and down-to-earth. Joan discovered love and became engaged to Chalk Chapel by the conclusion of Season 1, and they are still in premarital bliss. Looking ahead to Season 2 of The Golden Bachelor, I would have preferred a different type of lead, but I am not connecting with Mel. In addition, there are other aspects of him that concern me. While The Golden Bachelor Season 2 is Mel's first appearance on reality TV, it is not his first time in the spotlight, which I find disturbing. I would have rather to see a golden lead who is a down-to-earth individual who has never experienced public celebrity or renown. I believe Mel may have hidden reasons for becoming the show's lead. The Golden Bachelor will boost Mel's prominence and resurrect his NFL fame, which could serve as an incentive. While I applaud Mel's accomplishments, I believe that putting him in charge takes away from a more qualified pool of golden people. I didn't want to watch someone who was already famous in their own right, especially if there were other casting options. The Golden Bachelorette cast, with men gathering around in casual attire. I was hoping for stronger representation in The Golden Bachelor Season 2 lead. But The Golden Bachelor has cast another white man. Joan was also of Caucasian descent. Casting someone of a different ethnicity than white would have demonstrated that the network is moving toward diversity, therefore it's upsetting to see another lead with similar ethnic backgrounds to the ones before. The Bachelor and Bachelorette franchises have attempted to feature more diverse leads, but this does not appear to be a goal or priority for the Golden brand. I believe the Golden Network is passing on an excellent opportunity to provide a platform for someone from a more varied background, which is unfortunate. Don't get me wrong, production had motives for casting Mel that will be revealed when viewers learn more about him. Furthermore, it's unknown whether Mel has dated in the 5 years following his divorce. I knew Jerry and Joan were both widows, and while I didn't think the Golden Bachelor Season 2 lead needed to be a widower, I was disappointed that he had recently divorced. The fact that Mel was unable to stick out his marriage is disturbing me, and I find it difficult to believe that Mel is prepared for marriage. Mel is still working, which reinforces my belief that he is not ready for marriage. Mel has a lot invested in his company and takes pride in his profession, but this may not leave enough time for Mel to spend with his new love. I'm also disappointed with Mel's choice as the Golden Bachelor Season 2 lead because there were better possibilities. Bachelor Nation often chooses its lead from the previous season's contestant. Joan was chosen from the Golden Bachelor Season 2, hence the Season 2 lead should be one of Joan's golden men. However, this did not happen, and I believe it was a mistake. There were several charismatic and diverse contestants that I would have preferred to be the lead over someone unknown and undiversified. During the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 tell-all, Charles Ling was unquestionably voted the season's popular favorite. Fans even demanded that he take over as the new lead right away. However, he was passed over for Mel, which I believe was the wrong decision, given that Charles is an immigrant, widower, self-made businessman, and adored father with involved children. Gary Livingston would have also been an excellent candidate, but he will appear on Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. I don't have a problem with Mel, but I wanted the next Golden Bachelor to be more diverse. I expected the Season 2 lead of The Golden Bachelor to come from a more varied background, someone who represented a fresh chapter for the franchise, perhaps a widower, a community figure, or an underrepresented voice with an authentic story of late-life love. Instead, the selection of Mel Owens feels like a step backward in a series that made significant progress with its first female golden lead, Joan Vassos. Joan was relatable, sincere, and refreshingly normal, which made her a powerful symbol of what the golden brand could be: inclusive, hopeful, and deeply human. Her journey on The Golden Bachelorette not only resonated with fans, but ended in a genuine engagement to Chalk Chappell, a man who brought levity and heart to the season. Watching Joan and Chalk continue in their premarital joy affirmed that the franchise could succeed when it leaned into authenticity rather than notoriety. Mel, by contrast, enters the spotlight already carrying the baggage of celebrity as a former NFL player, which raises red flags about motivation. While this marks Mel's first time on reality television, it is not his first time in the public eye, and that inherently alters how viewers will interpret his story. The fact that Mel might be using the Golden Bachelor platform to revive his fame undermines the premise of finding sincere love in one's later years. Even though I acknowledge his professional success, it's disheartening to see him chosen over potential leads who've lived quieter, more grounded lives. I would have preferred someone unfamiliar to the spotlight, someone whose story wasn't already shaped by public legacy but who could offer something fresh and emotionally raw. Adding to my concern is the lack of ethnic diversity in the casting of Mel. Just as The Bachelor and The Bachelorette have slowly begun including leads from different cultural backgrounds, I had hoped The Golden Bachelor would do the same. Joan was a wonderful lead, but she was also white, and casting another white lead without even acknowledging the opportunity for broader representation sends a disappointing message. The show missed the chance to spotlight someone like Charles Ling, a fan favorite from Joan's season whose compelling personal story, as an immigrant, widower, successful entrepreneur, and deeply devoted father, offered richness and nuance that Mel simply does not bring to the table. Charles had the backing of Bachelor Nation, who overwhelmingly supported the idea of him becoming the next lead. Similarly, Gary Livingston, a thoughtful and dynamic contestant from The Golden Bachelorette, would have been a meaningful pick, though he's now slated to appear on Bachelor in Paradise. These were men who reflected the evolving face of aging in America, men of substance, experience, and diverse heritage, yet the franchise defaulted once again to someone who fits the traditional mold. What complicates Mel's casting further is the fact that he is recently divorced, not widowed like Jerry or Joan, and that raises uncomfortable questions about his readiness for lifelong commitment. Viewers connected with Jerry and Joan in part because they had endured the death of their spouses and were earnestly seeking to open their hearts again. Mel's relatively recent divorce suggests a different, possibly more complicated emotional landscape, and I wonder whether he's ready for another long-term relationship, let alone a televised one with an accelerated timeline. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.